Can I test you guys? If somebody comes over here and seeks asylum, and what they try to do is build a better life, build a family, and they're working on a farm, do you guys think there should be a path to citizenship to become an American? That is the antithesis of what America stands for. You guys are anti-American then.
Yeah, you are.
You are anti-American.
Hey, yo, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Reggie Red, and this is Reggie Red's Reactions, where we react off of viral videos, political news, political commentary. You know, I just shoot my opinion. It's Reggie Red Reactions for a reason. So if you like this video by the end, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And hit them alert bells too, so you know when I'm dropping my next video. Let's jump into it.
The fundamental idea. Everybody in here agrees that if somebody is here illegally and they commit crimes, get them the f out of here, right?
Yes.
Get them the hell out of here. I can start with the fundamental idea that if somebody is here illegally and they commit crimes, they should be sent to another country's prison. And I'm a libtard. By all standards, I'm a libtard and I believe that. But that is not what the Trump administration is prioritizing. They have reallocated funds meant for the deportation of criminals towards the deportation of farm workers, the deportation of people going to the courthouse. Trump made a Truth Social post. Listen, Trump made a Truth Social post where he said, all the great farmers of Iowa just called me and said, I am deporting too many of their... Did that happen? Did he make that Truth Social post?
Yeah, unfortunately, he stopped deporting them, but he should have continued deporting them.
Your issue right here is that you always say liberals are taking these 80-20 positions, and you're not quite there, but you're getting closer to the 80-20 position than we are. 70% of Americans want a legal pathway for people who are here contributing to the country. And what Donald Trump is doing, one more point, what Donald Trump is doing is criminalizing asylum en masse and prioritizing the deportation of farm workers and other people.
Adam, most of the illegals are asylum seekers, or are they economic migrants?
Wait, listen to what you just said.
Yeah.
Most of the illegals are asylum seekers. Asylum seeking is not illegal, Michael.
No, it's not.
Is asylum seeking
illegal?
illegal?
That's
a pathway.
Oh, sorry then.
The people that we would call illegal aliens, non-citizens in the United States who aren't on a green card, who are not here on a visa, are most of them asylum seekers, or are they economic migrants?
What percent of the people deported...
You're not going to answer that question because you know the answer.
Wait, no. What percent of the people deported have had criminal violations? It's only 30 to 40%.
Yeah.
So 60% of the people deported have no criminal violations. Guys,
they're not rounding up.
Can I test the audience? Can I test you guys? If somebody comes over here and seeks asylum, and what they try to do is build a better life, build a family, and they're working on a farm, do you guys think there should be a path to citizenship to become an American? That is the antithesis of what America stands for. You guys are anti-American then.
Yeah, you are.
You are anti-American. Welcome.
Hey, I cover Adam Mockler a lot because dude is a straight beast on that debate stage, bro. And I'm talking about he be battling motherfuckers that's older than him. I think he ain't number 22, 23 years old. Yeah, and I be standing up on this shit. He be destroying all these MAGA motherfuckers on that debate. They can't fuck with him. Now he debating Michael Knowles right here. Michael Knowles from the Daily Wire. And just peep how all the disingenuousness, is that a word? Disingenuousness? Just peep how he just so dishonest with his shit and don't want to admit what's right there in front of you. What's right in front of you. Then they got the audience, they all drunk and shit, so they yell at, Trump did this, he brought terrorists back to bring manufacturing back. Like, come on, man. But yeah, let's get into the next clip, man, so I'll let y'all check this shit out.
When do you think Liberation Day tariffs went into effect?
Well, it was a process, and they're still going into effect now. But they began in April of this year.
The announcement happened in April of this year, but Trump does this weird thing where he makes tariff announcements, but he doesn't actually enact them for like 2 weeks to 90 days. And I think we can all agree with this fundamental idea that Trump's tariffs have been confusing. Trump's tariffs have been pushed back over and over, but the reality is the Liberation Day tariffs, the most radical tariffs that he announced, didn't go into effect till August 7th because he put in a 90-day delay. August 7th was 14 days ago. So you guys are going to rest your whole claim on the fact that tariffs haven't caused inflation, but the tariffs just went into effect. But I also want to point out the fact that Trump's tariffs have no rhyme or reason. If you want to argue that we have trade imbalances in America, I wouldn't disagree. But that is not what Trump was remedying. How is remedying trade imbalances putting tariffs indiscriminately on every single country? Do you know what country has the highest tariffs right now?
Is it like Mauritius or something
It's
crazy?
Brazil, but not even to rebalance trade because of Bolsonaro was being targeted. So what I'm making my point here is that Trump's tariffs have not been too intentionally or targeted help the economy. What they have been doing is a lever for him to help Bolsonaro, to use corruption, a lever that has not helped the American people. Tariffs are inherently inflationary, which you'll agree. Tariffs are inflationary.
Not necessarily.
Well,
Not necessarily. They can be, but they're not necessarily.
Who pays for it, right? It goes down to the consumer.
They largely are inflationary because at Customs and Border Patrol, that is when it's collected by American companies. So I just want to wrap this up. I think that Trump's tariff policy has been an unmitigated disaster. It has been awful. And
how has it, so I agree with your points that that's confusing. I think that was intentional. I agree with your points that some of the measures for implementing them seem arbitrary. I also think that was intentional and effective. But I guess my question is, let's get specific here. You say they've been a disaster. By what economic measures have they been
There's
disasters?
a few. PPI just came out and showed that vegetables are up by 38% over the past month.
Why do you think PPI went up?
Why do you think PPI went up? There's a few reasons. It could be tariffs.
PPI
it could be weather. PPI is the producer price index, which is how producers are counting what things cost and what they're selling to people. But overall,
why did it go up?
Vegetables went up 38%, a combination of weather and tariffs.
Weather and tariffs. Is there maybe a third possibility that's correlated with PPI going up? The fact that we just hit the highest stock market ever recorded in the month of August, which is correlated with higher PPI.
You want to know why we hit the highest stock market?
I don't even care why we did. I'm just pointing out that's why PPI went up.
No. You can claim the highest stock market is impressive, but you know what's impressive to me? Trump took office and crashed the stock market on Liberation Day, and it didn't recover until he reversed the tariffs. So the only reason the market
is up... He
didn't
reverse the tariffs. You just said the tariffs are being implemented right now.
He put a 90...
In a capricious and
He put a
large way that's
90-day pause.
damaging the
Let me finish. He put a 90-day pause, which confused people to such an extent that nobody believes him. The stock market is hitting all-time highs at 7 months into his presidency, which is not impressive. It was
as the tariffs are being implemented, as you just admitted.
Because nobody believes him anymore. Not a single person believes that Donald Trump is imposing tariffs, that they will start. You didn't even know when they started. The guy who was saying, I didn't know research.
I told you they were being implemented successively, and they began in April. I gave you the precise answer.
Did you say August 7th?
No, but
you did not say
they
August
began
7th.
To be implemented within
you
weeks
agree
of
with
the
my
Liberation Day announcement in April.
You agree with my fundamental axiom that tariffs have been confusing? Have they yielded any results?
Yes.
What?
Okay. Well, here are the results. Because there are three things that tariffs can do. Tariffs can raise revenue. Tariffs can get you better trade deals, and tariffs can boost manufacturing.
All of those things are contradictory.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is what's so amazing, because you make such a great point, Adam. If you get the better trade deals, usually you don't get the revenue, you don't get the manufacturing. If you get the manufacturing, usually you don't get the trade. You don't get the revenue because it's not coming in. Right. Now, what's so strange about Trump's tariffs is that we have raised a lot of revenue, $100 billion since April.
Wait, why is the deficit still increasing at a massive rate? What the hell?
The budget deficit?
Yeah.
Well, because we're only, as you point out, like 2 months into the tariffs.
No, Trump claims that he's raised $3 trillion or something.
Don't distract.
Right?
Don't distract.
Okay, go for it.
$100 billion in tariffs. That is more than twice. That's 2.5 times the historic average. So we are raising revenue at a huge clip. Then manufacturing activity is at a 3-year high.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
It is at a 3-year high.
By this point in Biden's presidency, we had added 200,000 manufacturing jobs. We've lost 28,000 since Trump took office.
Manufacturing activity today, August 2025, is that it is. I mean, I don't know. Look it up in the.
Look it up. Manufacturing is dropped under Trump.
It's at a 3-year high. So that means that it's signaling you're getting further growth. But the craziest thing is the trade deals have been insane. We just closed a deal with the European Union. We tariff their goods. They basically don't tariff our goods, and they're investing $600 billion in the country. So Trump managed to get all three objectives of tariffs simultaneously, and the economy is at an all-time high, and employment is full. There is no economic indicator that has gone down under Trump. It's all at highs.
What happens when they just listen to Donald Trump and take his word for everything without fact checking him? Cause dude is up here making a fucking fool of himself, trying to defend Trump on this, especially on this tariff shit. Like, people are getting fucked over left and right. He talking about the economy is rocking. No, it's not, bro. Inflation is at 2.9 down near 3%, up 0.5% since Biden left office. He left it at 2.4%, I think. And it's steady going up. And then all this government spending after slashing at the fucking everybody losing their jobs, they still overspending. That's what Elon was mad at first. Cause he like, damn, I done ruined my reputation and did all that, and y'all just shit spent the money I saved in 2 weeks. You know how Trump loved that 2 weeks? That's how much. That's what time they spent that money in. 2 weeks. And I really want to know where this $17 trillion at Trump keep talking about. Because people be straight believing him, man. It's the thing. And then they go on shows like this and be so confident in their ignorance, bro. It's crazy. These people are crazy. It's not hard to fact check. It's really not.
But I noticed that all the time the market is brought up when in reality the average American, sometimes the stock market isn't what affects them. Like, not everyone's playing into the market. The average American.
Can I ask you a question, Michael?
I mean, the average American is not like that's not
most Americans
reality.
have retirement accounts and pensions and that sort of thing.
But-
so in that way, they
I want to be
interact
fair
with
and
the
reply
market.
to your EU point in just 1 second, but I want to ask you the question. When you cite this $100 billion raised, who is that raised from exactly?
It's raised from the countries that were tariffing.
That is not true. So
Yeah.
when you're saying goods are coming over the border, Customs and Border Protections is taxing the other country.
Yeah.
Wow, bruh. These people really think that Trump is taxing other countries and it's coming back in. People really think this. Like he just said yes with no problem. Like how the fuck do you think Trump can tax another country? Tell me how. They not under our tax system. It's the importer that pays the tariff and they pay it to the government. So basically, they getting money from the companies that's in the U.S. and they sending it to the government, and Trump is spending it on the ballroom. That's what he doing. Talking about some this his money. He withhold money from the states. Like it's his personal money. Like they gotta come ask him for a favor. Like, no, buddy. This is the taxpayers' dollars. You can't just claim it as yours. Now you building this gaudy looking ballroom and all this fucking gold. That shit looks so trashy. Like what I can't believe he just said that though. That's the times we living in, boy.
Consumer.
I would say the economic impact of the tariffs was priced in, I would say, even before Liberation Day.
Yeah.
Americans know what they're getting into as far as this. This is what they voted for.
Not all
and
of
that's
us.
also why, as Michael stated, we are at all-time highs for S&P. And inflation is back to 2 to 3%, if I'm not mistaken, and people have more money back to their paychecks. The other thing is the tariffs had nothing to do with the amount of revenue that we were bringing in. It was more about the accountability for other countries.
That's a nice distinction.
Wait,
That-
can I
that
ask
is
you
So
a
you
question?
voted to have prices raised? I'm confused. Oh, we knew what we were getting into. So you voted to have prices raised on
we
you.
voted for a president that wasn't going to fall asleep at the table with other.
Oh, he's asleep.
Yeah, he's
leaders.
just taking $400 million jets, doubling his net worth based off of crypto, and deporting people process whatsoever.
Yeah, and I would give you that. I 100%
But do you-
agree with that.
Can I ask you a
sorry.
question
Yeah,
very,
go for
very
it.
quickly? You can claim that Donald Trump, it seems like you were trying to make the argument that he was rebalancing some of these deficits by holding countries accountable.
I would say it's not about accounting for deficits. It's about accountability and how we look on the main stage.
Yes,
it has nothing
because
to do
the
with the
trade
revenue.
deficit
It
thing.
has nothing to do with
in my
revenue.
humble opinion, the reason that he picked that is because it's so crazy.
But you realize we look batshit insane when
Yeah.
we're tariffing Switzerland, who we had free trade with. We had free trade with Switzerland, and we're tariffing them. We're tariffing Brazil. We're tariffing islands with nobody that lives there, but not the racial
Is that
profiling
racial
that they're
profile?
doing.
Technically, that's probably
That's
racial
not
profiling.
what I'm talking about. You can go to
What
an
are you
extreme
talking about?
example.
I
but-
said you got a Norwegian and a Hispanic. You're picking up illegal
So
aliens.
you're
Who are
picking
you
the
gonna look
white
at?
person is what you're doing.
I would not pick the white person because
You
she
just
didn't.
said no.
She
You're
didn't come
hopping
here
to the
illegally.
most extreme example, but do you think you should be able to go somewhere, and if there's a group of people speaking Spanish, you should be able to directly target them due to the Spanish that they're speaking,
Well,
due to the
speaking
race.
speaking
due
Spanish
to their
is not a race.
I'm just talking about the profiling
Plenty
that
of
they
white
do.
people speak Spanish.
I'm
Even
talking
black
about the-
people do too.
They are
So that's not a race.
profiling people based on their language, their skin color, and things. That's what I'm saying. And are
But
you guys
hold on, that's different, Adam. That's a very important point. You're saying should we profile people based on strictly one criterion? And I would say probably not. That's probably a broad brush.
But they think we should.
Hold on, but
The audience
hold
thinks we
on,
should,
but
so you
what
disagree
if-
with your own
no,
audience.
No, you just said.
Wait, should we racial
hold on,
profile?
Hold on, but what you just said was race, speaking a foreign
That's what they're
language
doing.
in an enclave that's segregated from the mainstream community, speaking in their own way. Well, now you got like 5 different touch points. Yes, I would
Okay,
say Tom
here's the-
Homan, round him up.
Here's the problem. The Trump administration has admitted they have done illegal deportations. When they brought back Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia,
Kilmar Abrego, give me a break.
Wait.
This gangster from Maryland, the Democrat
Wait.
Senator Chris Van Hollen, love of his life.
wait a minute. If he's
Yes.
a gangster, why did the Trump administration bring him back?
He's being prosecuted right now in the United
Why
States.
did they bring him back?
Because some 2-bit federal judge made him do it, so now he's being prosecuted here.
Why would they agree if it was just Trump always disagrees with judges? Why
Because-
would he bring him back? It's
Because Trump's not a tyrant like you people always say that he is. He
Yeah.
follows the law, he listens to the courts, and he works within the system of laws. Okay, now,
Michael Knowles know damn well that that's a lie. He didn't even sound confident saying that shit. That's why he tried to hurry up and go on to the next point. Well, people be having these bad fake debates, and you could tell when they start losing, because the ad hominem start flying out of their mouth, and they start talking about shit that's not even relevant to the conversation they having. If you're gonna refute a person point, refute their point. But don't get the saying all this other shit that really don't matter. See, these people, they got that conspiracy type of mind, bro. They don't believe in facts, data, nothing. Like I don't see how these people put their pants on in the morning. It baffles me. It really do. But yeah, man, that's it for that one. If y'all want to watch the rest of it, Adam Mockler, go to Mockler Media, man. He got it. It's like a 30 to 40 minute video. I just wanted to react to a couple clips. Let y'all know that this young dude be schooling their ass. Check him out on CNN sometime too. But yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think. And I'll be back later with some more videos. Peace.